Hey, what's up guys? Devin here with Backcountry Exposure. So I want to talk about a topic today that I've seen circulating around on various places, whether it's comments on my videos or on like forums and such, but the topic being pack liners versus pack covers. So what I've got today is a pack liner from a brand called Peregrine Equipment. Now there are so many different, and I say this a lot in my videos, different products available, especially when you talk about pack liners and pack covers, but pack liners specifically. I mean, you can get all sorts of different pack liners from like Z-Packs or Gossamer Gear or Sea to Summit, Peregrine, so many different options available, and the differences between them are so negligible that doesn't really matter what you get. But I particularly like the Peregrine pack liner because of the price, what it's made out of, and how it's sewn together. Now, there are a lot of similarities between all of these different pack liners. Now, the Peregrine one, this happens to be at 3 ounces, made from a 30D, 30 denier Cordura material. There are other options that are made from ripstop nylon, and then also Cuban fiber, like if you get one from Z-Packs. But it just depends how much you're willing to spend and how much space you need. So I really like the Peregrine one because on the bottom of it, the way that they've got this sewn together is it kind of creates a box down at the bottom instead of like a circle shape or like a cylinder. So it's more shaped to what you would expect a backpack to be than I've seen from other pack liners. Now, what I did not include in the list of things that are available are using a trash compactor bag or just a garbage bag as a pack liner, because that's a really cheap and inexpensive way to get into a pack liner. Really simple to use. But what I like about using something like this Peregrine one is I've got the ability to basically have a dry bag that does roll down and clip together and stay secure. So you might ask yourself this question: why would I use a pack liner if my pack that I purchased came with a pack cover to use while it's raining? So let me just tell it straight up that using a pack cover, in my experience, because I have used a pack cover plenty of times, does not keep your gear dry. I've been in plenty of rainstorms and had to go swimming while backpacking, getting everything in my pack wet, and by having a pack liner, I was able to keep my sleeping bag, my clothing, everything in my bag dry and not have to worry about it, because the pack cover only keeps things dry in very small like drizzles and things like that, rainstorms. So you've got to decide whether or not the benefit is there for you. But the awesome thing about using a pack liner like this is I can put this down inside of my pack and put everything inside of it, and I can have like really good confidence that if it does downpour or if I do have to go swimming, it happens, then I'm going to keep things dry, especially if I am somebody that loves to use down. So if I've got down coats or a down sleeping bag, having that equipment in a pack liner is going to make a really big difference in your confidence level of keeping things dry. So what I want to go ahead and show you is loading up my Deuter backpack using the Peregrine 50-liter pack liner. Again, this one comes in at 3 ounces, so super lightweight. And just to note again, if you are using a pack cover like such, then you're going to have to put all of your other gear that you don't want to get wet inside of other stuff bags, and that's just more things to take with you, more weight. All of that combined together just means that you're carrying more stuff. So why not just put everything into a pack liner like this, and then you've got one bag instead of several bags to keep things dry. Now, something that I want to specifically note about this bag are that the seams are taped on it. So I have read with other like Cuban fiber bags that they do require for you to seam tape them, or seam seal them I should say. This bag comes already seam sealed and taken care of for you. Okay, so the pack that I'm working with today is the ACT 050 plus 15 from Deuter, and basically this is going to max out the length of my dry bag. But what's important about using a pack liner is you really only need to put the things in here that you absolutely do not want to get wet. So what I'll do is I'm just gonna take this and I'm going to shove it down to the bottom of the pack, and I'm gonna keep this top rolled over like this so that I don't get it lost down inside. And then I'm personally somebody that really likes to not use a stuff sack for my sleeping bag. So I've got my Peregrine Outdoor Products Thermo Down quilt, and I'm just gonna shove this down into the bottom of the pack. And this is one of my favorite ways to pack. And when you're using a pack liner, you just have to kind of like pull it up so that it doesn't get like scrunched down on the bottom. Keep that rolled over. And then if I've got something like my down coat that I also don't want to get wet, then I can shove that down inside of the pack liner as well. So like all of my clothing and just like I said, everything that I don't want to get wet is gonna go down inside of this liner. And then when I'm done, obviously there would be more things that I would put in there, but this is just to show you an example of what I would do. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just gonna roll this down. So one of the things that I like about this bag in particular are you do have these Velcro closures that just bring the top of the bag together a little bit more nice. And then I'm just gonna make it so I get all of the air out of the bag. And then I want to roll this at least 3 times. And that's gonna give me the seal that I want for the liner. And then I'm just going to clip it together. Now, something about a trash compactor bag that I don't necessarily like is you don't have the ability to roll it like this and clip it together. So you are taking the chance of that bag opening up if you pack it too full. But for the most part, a trash compactor bag is going to work just as good as something like this and cost you less money. But for $30, I think using a Cordura or Sil Nylon, something like that, to line your pack is going to be a really good option. So if it's not full, then I can just tuck that down all the way, and there you go. Now I've got really nice protection for the things in my pack that I don't want to get wet at all. And if I have other things that I'm okay with getting wet, then I can put it here, not inside of the pack liner. So one thing to consider when using a pack liner is if it does rain really hard, are you willing to accept the weight that the pack would absorb in water weight for when you're out backpacking? So there's pros and cons to using a pack liner, but for the most part, using a pack liner for me, the benefits strongly outweigh the cons. So if I pull this out, which should be able to do, there I've got my gear that I know is going to be totally dry when I pull it out when I get to camp. And that's something that makes me really excited about using this particular product. So Peregrine is not a super popular brand. I don't see a lot of people using Peregrine, but I've been very happy with their products. They do a good job. They're made to the same quality of other products and very close to Sea to Summit specifically. But this particular bag, like I've said, 3 ounces. No, it's not the lightest of other options that are available out there, but it's a nice dry bag and a pack liner for the price, about $30. And yeah, I really don't have anything negative to say about it because in my time that I've used it so far, it serves the purpose that it's been designed for. So it doesn't have a lot of function, not a lot of things to go wrong with it. I will note that it does have a cool little addition here. There is a D-ring here on the clip end that will allow you to hang this if you need to, or clip it to something so it doesn't get lost. But for the most part, this is a cool bag and made from a Cordura fabric, so gonna be high quality, and it's just a good option for keeping things dry in the backcountry as opposed to using a pack cover like this. So anyway guys, thanks for watching. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Hope you have an awesome day.